Hey Indiegogo, my name is Eric Grove and I'm here to do something that has never been done before. I'm the creator and owner of the CoolFatBurner and CoolGutBuster, the world's first and only proven calorie-burning brown fat cooling vests. Able to burn hundreds of calories an hour and triple metabolism as shown in documented university testing. I'm here to ask for your contribution to help fund 2 experiments. The first will compare the CoolFatBurner to all these other cooling vests popping up that suddenly claim they can do the same thing. The second experiment will be the first ever group experiment, university group experiment on the CoolFatBurner and its ability not only to burn calories, but its effects on the hormones adiponectin and irisin, which are currently being studied for the role in everything from burning fat and building muscle to treating heart disease and even fighting certain types of cancer. And just wait till you check out our perks and rewards. Now the first question you may have is, well, how does a cooling vest help burn calories? Well, the simple answer is this. Our bodies have to stay at 98.6 degrees. Whenever we're exposed to cold, particularly around the torso, your body will burn calories to generate heat to keep your temperature up at 98.6 degrees. But that's just the beginning. Whenever you increase the intensity and application of cold, all sorts of amazing things can happen. We've already mentioned adiponectin and irisin. The CoolFatBurner has also been shown to increase something called insulin sensitivity, speed up the process known as glycogen depletion, even enhance something called nutrient partitioning. This is in large part how I'm able to eat such massive meals, including the legendary 18 scoops of ice cream, and direct it away from fat and instead into muscles. The CoolGutBuster has also been shown to reproduce the conditions necessary to cause the spot reduction of stomach fat. This is the only known way of causing spot reduction of stomach fat outside of cosmetic plastic surgery procedures. We're also the first and only to show that when you become cold adapted, it raises your resting metabolic rate. That means you're burning more calories 24/7, even at rest, even on days when you don't even use the CoolFatBurner. With help from your contribution, we'll have one of the nation's top exercise physiology labs do what is called indirect calorimetry on the CoolFatBurner and all these other cooling vests, and we'll see which ones can really burn 500 calories in 2 hours the way the CoolFatBurner has already been proven to do. And of course, there's the group study. Now, your first thought may be, well, you sound awful confident for never having used or tested these other vests. I didn't just start doing this yesterday. I've been playing around with controlled cold exposure for over 20 years. From taking cold showers way back in high school after practice and workouts, through cold river submersion and waterfall meditations through my mixed martial arts career. I've been playing around with cold exposure for over 20 years. For rest and relaxation, for exercise recovery, even as a form of meditation. Now eventually, I stopped working out, I stopped with the cold exposure, and I got fat. By 2010, I looked like this. Now, I had a family history of obesity, heart disease, and early death, and I knew if I didn't do something, I would end up dying young too. So I started working out, started eating healthy, but it's such a slow grind, so slow going. I needed every shortcut available. I heard about people taking ice baths to boost their metabolism. Well, I played around with cold exposure for decades. But I was older and wiser now, and I knew I would never stick to ice baths. So I immediately jumped online looking for a cooling vest that would do the same thing, but none existed. At that moment, I was angry and frustrated. Then the light bulb went off, and that's when it hit me. I would make the cooling vest that in that moment I wanted for myself but didn't exist and offer it to others with the same goal. That was 2010. That was the beginning of the CoolFatBurner. So I scraped together every penny, got together with seamstresses and anyone with background in production and engineering, massive research and development, testing, experimenting on myself and friends, filed for the original patent. My brother and I started making our unique packs in our basement by hand. I averaged probably 14 to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week for the first year, making the vest myself. And no, I did not know how to sew. Word got out. We started making sales, took all the money and reinvested it back into running the first indirect calorimetry experiment. We put our reputations on the line and we proved our vest could work. Showed they could burn 500 calories in 2 hours. No one else had done that before us. No one else has still done it after us. Only the CoolFatBurner has done that. If these other vests can really do that, I wonder why they haven't duplicated our experiments. We'll come back to that. The word got out on that experiment. More sales were reinvested again. The adiponectin experiment, insulin sensitivity, spot reduction of stomach fat, ketosis, resting metabolic rate. The activation of brown fat is verified by PET scans twice. We weren't out there marketing and hustling. we were behind the scenes proving ourselves, proving the science, proving our device did what we said it did. Testimonials began coming in. Accelerated fat loss, increased muscular and strength gains, reduced joint pain, reduced systemic inflammation, rebalanced hormones, enhanced sleep at night, on and on and on. This is what brings me to Indiegogo and why I need your help. It is time for the truth to be known. Your contribution can help us fund 2 experiments. The first will put this matter to rest. We'll compare the CoolFatBurner to all these other vests. We'll see which ones have been accurate and honest and which ones have not. The second experiment, the group experiment, this could make scientific history. Group experiment in the CoolFatBurner, hormones adiponectin and irisin. So please, check out our perks and rewards. Help us with your contribution. Get your own CoolFatBurner and Cool Gut Buster. Let's get these experiments underway and make scientific history. Thank you for your time.